Hi, everyone. I'm just so glad that despite us not being able to gather in person, we're able to get creative and just come together to celebrate and to look forward to everything that's to come for Family Promise. It's been, yeah, truly just incredible that within these past 3 months, I have felt so much like a part of this family through the support of each of you guys, and as well as just being around these family members and the children. Yeah, I've just been spoiled with so much love from them, especially because they're now here so often at the office. So yeah, I'm just so glad that now I get to finally put faces to the names of those who have the hands and the feet and the heart that love on each one of our families so well. And yeah, as Andrew was saying earlier, that yeah, truly, if even though we might be here in the office, if we left, our families would still be supported, because ultimately it's all the support that you guys are giving to our families that allows for us to do our job. So we're just so grateful for you guys. Yeah, and so I'm gonna share my screen too. Wait, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, looking at just these pictures here, because of each of you and all the support that you guys have been giving to our families, whether it's through the grocery gift card, they're sending things in for them to do, it's made most of my days look like these pictures, where, yeah, I just get to be around hugs and smiles and excitement, creativity, and just learning from each other through the joys and more challenging moments that this time has just brought up for each of our families, and especially for our children. Yeah, and I just really want you guys to know that with all these smiling faces, they really just are so grateful, and they recognize how much is being given to them through volunteers, through people that they may not be able to see right now. And so I really just want you guys to know that you guys are not forgotten, even in the midst of the social distancing. For every grocery gift card, clothing item, for every art supply, book, games, Easter baskets, for every little thing that you guys have done in the past and you guys are still doing, the first thing that has come out of these kids' mouths is, who is this from? They want to know more, like, who is giving me these things? Like, we're just so grateful. And then immediately after, they want nothing more than to make thank you cards to just express their gratitude to you guys. And so although right now they're working on some thank you cards to send out to you, in the meantime, they made a little video to express how much you mean to them and how much you have impacted their lives. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And some of you guys may have heard of this story from me because I've shared it with you. But to preface this video, it starts off with a story called the Starfish Story. And I'll talk more about it after the video. But for now, just enjoy this video from our Family Promise families to you.
Once upon a time, there was an old man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking on the beach every morning before he began his work. Early one morning, he was walking along the shore after a big storm had passed, and found the vast beach with starfish as far as the eye could see, stretching in both directions. Off in the distance, the old man noticed a small child approaching. As the child walked, they paused every so often. As the child grew closer, the man could see that the child was occasionally bending down to pick up an object and throw it into the sea. The child came closer still, and the man called out, "Good morning. May I ask what it is that you are doing?" The young child paused, looked up, and replied, "Throwing starfish into the ocean. The tide has washed them up onto the beach, and they can't return to the sea by themselves." When the sun gets high, they will die unless I throw them back into the water. The old man replied, but there must be tens of thousands of starfish on this beach. I'm afraid you won't really be able to make much of a difference. The child went down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it as far as it could into the ocean. Then the child turned, smiled, and said,
It made a difference to that one, and a difference to that one. And that one is me. It's me! It's me!
That one is me.
It's me! It's me! Thank you, volunteers, for donating food, gift cards, clothing, and toys for us to use. We really appreciate it. Thank you, volunteers, for giving us donations of food and clothing. Thank you, volunteers, for giving us all the stuff that we need, and the food, the gifts, and the toys. We really appreciate it very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, volunteers, for giving us all the Easter stuff.
These flowers are for you. Thank you.
Once upon a time,
Oh, no. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah. So if you can't tell from the video, the kids are super excited to make this video for you guys, and they're just extremely grateful for every little thing that you guys have brought in for them, as well as I think they just know that they're really loved. And so, yeah, referencing the story, despite there being tens of thousands of starfish out on the beach, and despite how many starfish the child may not have been able to throw back into the sea, despite the lack of encouraging words that what the child was doing mattered, the child picked up yet another starfish, threw it back into the sea, and it immensely changed the life for that one starfish. And I want each of you guys to know that for every sprinkle of salt that you put on the meat you were cooking, for every drive to the store, every bed you set up, every night you spent the night, for every piece of trash you picked up, every second you sat with no one showing up, every ride you offered, every penny you generously gave, every little detail that may have gone unnoticed and unthanked, you have made an immense difference. In the overwhelming numbers of starfish lying out on the beach, you decided to stop, meet it where it was at, pick it up, and care for it as you saw it needed. And so each of you guys, volunteers, you guys have been the star throwers for Family Promise of the South Bay. Our staff team constantly stands amazed and in awe at the numbers of volunteers we have supporting us day in and day out, despite us having to be social distance even. We so recognize that each of you are the ones giving us the means to provide and support and love on our families. So thank you to each of you for constantly saying yes to being there for us staff and each of our families time and time again. Each of you guys are truly seen. You guys are so loved, and you guys are all greatly, greatly appreciated. So thank you guys so much for being our star throwers.
And thank you, Samantha, for sharing that with us. Yeah, I know all of you are jealous now that I get to hang out here with Samantha and the kids. But thank you so much. Really, the heart of what we wanted to do here
was to say thank you. We know that we can't do this without you, and so we just really appreciate it.
We appreciate all the investment that you've given, all the time that you've sacrificed, all the money that you've given. We know it's not easy right now. We know that everyone's in uncertain times. We know that many of you are hurting. We're all experiencing levels of grief. And so thank you for sitting in that with us. And we appreciate you so much. Again, if you have any questions for us, feel free to reach out at any time. Yeah, we love you guys so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking time tonight to get a little bit of training and to just celebrate with us all the incredible things that you have been doing. So that's all we have tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew, for everything that you and the staff have done. It's just been above and beyond the changes you've made in order to manage the situation. So we just feel, and you too, Samantha, just you're a blessing to this organization, and we're going to keep on going and making differences just as you've asked us to. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
Good night.
Thank you, Andrew.
That was very different than what it sounded like.